Hey everyone, welcome back to Raveling Money. And this is the place where we get real about money, wealth building, and everything in between. No fluff, just the good stuff to help you create a healthier relationship with your finances. So, let's talk about something that I know a lot of people deal with, but don't often talk about. That is emotional spending. Maybe you've been there, feeling stressed, anxious, or even overly excited, and thinking that a new purchase is going to make everything better. And for a moment, it does, doesn't it? The problem is that temporary feeling can have some pretty lasting consequences. Today, we will explore how emotional spending can seriously hurt your wealth, and more importantly, how you can stop it. Because let's face it, we're all human, and sometimes we need a little help staying in control. All right, let's start with a simple question. What exactly is emotional spending? Well, it's pretty much what it sounds like. Emotional spending happens when you make a purchase because of how you're feeling, whether that's stress, sadness, boredom, or even happiness. Here's the thing about emotional spending. It often feels like an instant fix. You're feeling down and you think, I deserve something nice. So you hit the stores or scroll online. It could be clothes, gadgets, food, or even a spontaneous vacation. In the moment, buying something gives you a sense of relief or excitement, and you might think it was worth it. But what happens when the feeling fades? That's when the problems start. Why emotional spending hurts you. Let's talk about why emotional spending is so damaging to your finances. I know it might seem harmless, but in reality, it's one of the biggest silent killers of financial stability. Reason number one, it derails your financial goals. Imagine you're working towards building an emergency fund or saving for a vacation, but each time you have a tough day or feel a little too happy, you spend money. Before you know it, those small purchases add up and push your goals further away. Emotional spending prevents you from making progress toward the things that truly matter for your future. Reason number two, it leads to debt. Let's be real for a second. Sometimes those impulse buys come with a price tag that we can't always pay up front. Maybe you put it on a credit card or you're tempted by financing options. In the short term, it feels okay, but long term, that debt is going to hold you back from achieving financial freedom. Reason number three, it feeds the cycle of guilt. Here's something a lot of people don't realize. Emotional spending often creates a cycle. You spend because you feel bad, then you feel guilty because you spent money you didn't need to. That guilt can lead to even more emotional spending as a way to make yourself feel better. It's a vicious circle that keeps you trapped. Reason number four, it makes you dependent on external factors. When you shop to fill an emotional gap, it's easy to lose sight of what truly brings you joy. Buying things to fix your emotions doesn't actually address the root cause of how you're feeling. And over time, it can lead to a sense of emptiness, where material possessions no longer bring the happiness they once did. This is a dangerous place to be because you're not building your happiness from within. You're relying on external things to fill a void. So why do we fall into this trap? Why do we keep reaching for that temporary high from a new purchase, even when we know it might not be a good idea in the long run? Well, there are a few reasons. Reason number one, instant gratification. It's human nature. We love that quick fix. You've had a rough day, and buying something new can feel like an instant solution. But, as we talked about, it's short-lived. That rush doesn't last. Reason number two, social pressure. In today's world of social media and influencers, it's easy to feel like everyone else is buying the latest thing, going on cool trips, or living this perfect life. And let's be honest, Sometimes it's hard not to get caught up in that. We feel like we need to keep up, even if it means draining our savings. Reason number 3, lack of coping mechanisms. Sometimes we use shopping as a way to deal with negative emotions because we haven't learned healthier coping mechanisms. Instead of addressing what's really going on, we turn to buying things to distract ourselves from the pain, stress, or boredom. How to stop emotional spending. I know it can be tough to break the emotional spending habit, but it's absolutely possible. And I'm here to give you some practical steps to help you regain control of your finances. Step number 1, recognize your triggers. First, you need to get to the root of your emotional spending. When are you most likely to shop? Is it when you're stressed, sad, or even overly happy? Start noticing these patterns. Once you recognize your triggers, you can start addressing the emotional cause instead of jumping straight to the shopping cart. This awareness is powerful. Step number 2, set a cooling off period. This one's a game changer. When you feel the urge to buy something, pause. Give yourself 24 hours to think it over. Sometimes just stepping away for a little while helps you realize that what you wanted in the moment isn't actually necessary. Step number 3, build a fun budget. Having a budget that includes a specific amount for fun, splurges, or things you enjoy can help you feel like you're not restricting yourself entirely. But this has to be part of your larger plan to control spending so it's not impulsive or excessive. Step number 4, find healthier emotional outlets. Instead of heading to the mall or online store when you're stressed, find something that can help you cope without spending. This might be going for a walk, doing a quick workout, journaling, or calling a friend. Over time, these activities will replace the emotional connection you've built with shopping. Emotional spending is something we all struggle with at times, but it doesn't have to define your financial future. By becoming more aware of your emotions and taking small steps to regain control, you can start to make better financial choices and keep your wealth-building goals on track. Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. And you've got this. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever caught yourself spending to cope with emotions? What are some ways you've found to stop the cycle? Let me know in the comments below, and we can keep the conversation going. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with a friend who might need to hear this, and of course, subscribe for more tips. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.